So how many people is it that are crossing the channel into UK, and where is it that they're coming from? Well, that's what we'll look into in this video. Guys, welcome to the Modern Survivalist, and as always, if you want to get better prepared, if you want to be ready for the times in which you're already living and the ones to come, I recommend the channel that has already a ton of information, as well as my books, Street Survival Skills and Surviving the Economic Collapse. Both of these super relevant for the times that we're already living in and the ones that are ahead of us. So this is from BBC, right? You take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, so as to say the least. But this is pretty new, 17th September. How many people are crossing the channel in small boats, and how many claim, well, as at 15th September, 23,000. Do we believe that? Is it going to be 23,000? Okay. People crossing the English Channel in boats. All right. Again, these are in theory the ones that at least they know of, because of the boats that they have. These are the ones that cross, claim asylum, and they have any idea that they're here. Because if not, how could you possibly know? If there's an X number, an undetermined number of people that cross, and you never knew anything about that, there's no way. In fact, before I go on with this video covering what BBC is saying, right, keep in mind that there's statistics regarding the NHS about the amount of people that they're treating that simply does not add up with the theoretical population of the country. Meaning, the NHS says that there's millions more than what is officially admitted. What is officially accepted in their stats is simply not what they have in terms of how many people they treat, okay? In spite of that, notice how this has been mostly growing. This is 2020, this is 2021, 2023, 2022 was a pretty big year, and 2024, well, we'll see where that ends up. But this is all post-Brexit. Wasn't it supposed to make things better? Well, not really. If you think about what Brexit was, it's limiting the access of European Union countries, not someone that crosses illegally with a freaking boat. That guy could not care less. In many ways, it made things worse because there's no pressure for France to control anything. You don't have any agreement. You don't have any obligation. You're not part of the same economic group or the same economic union. So there's no, you don't owe anything to the neighbor on the other side of the channel that, hey, could you please make sure that these guys, well, no, I don't. In fact, they want to leave. It actually kind of works great for me because I don't want them here either. They want to go over there. That is your shit to deal with. We're no longer partners on anything here, all right? But you're mean, you nasty frog eater. Well, fuck you. You see where this is going? There's no commitment anymore. There's no obligation anymore. There's no, but you know what? According to the things there's no membership. Thus, there's no privilege of being a member of that group. One of which would be pretty important, which is, hey, let's figure out how we don't have this situation going on. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Well, again, was it bad before? Yes, it was already very bad. This isn't anything new. I didn't think it would have been a huge impact anyway. But it is the case now that there's less cooperation in these things, and it shows. Therefore, you see more people going in. How many people? Well, that's stuff that happens. But the other thing that I wanted to look into, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think that this is even close. I think that's a lot more people than just 23,000 people crossing. Again, how could you possibly know? It is a boat in the middle of the night with 100 people that just dropped them in the shore and just left. Who the hell knows? How the hell would that form part of your statistics? And just look it up yourselves. That piece, that article about the NHS saying that, hey, there's millions more here than what we are being told. There's millions more people because we're treating significantly more. And that's significantly more based on our own data, which we do have and we do know. There's millions of people more here than there were a few years ago. And it's not showing in your official statistics. What is up with that? Well, yeah, it would probably, yes, extremely upsetting for people to understand how bad things are. The other thing that I thought was very interesting was this. Where do small boat migrants come from? Arriving, detecting, crossing, Afghanistan. Afghanistan, Iran, Vietnam, Turkey, Syria, blah, blah, blah. There you go. So, without Afghanistan, do you know what country of origin is the one that commits the most crimes, according to not UK, but according to Germany? The big problem that Germany is having right now, the reason why they closed their own borders within the European Union, they started doing something that was against the rules of the European Union. You could not stop people crossing and checking. Well, they're doing it now. Fuck it. We're doing it. And I think that's reasonable. But do you know what is the country that by far commits the most crimes as asylum seekers? These guys. Afghanistan, by far. And this is clearly this is what you have now. It's crazy. But this just shows that you're looking at very complicated times ahead. It is not going to get any better anytime soon. It is actually the opposite. I think that it's a good start. What's happening in Sweden and what's going on in Germany. I think that Poland had the upper hand on all of this. Poland were the ones, and there's usually, I know how it is, especially in UK. There's the Polish. Well, you know what? The Polish, they had their shit together a long time ago when their Minister of Interior said, we don't want any asylum seekers. We don't want them. We don't want Muslims. We don't want them. We don't want any of this. It's not us. It's not who we are. We don't want. Oh, you're saying that out loud? Yes, I'm saying it out loud because I don't want them in my country. Oh, you're mean. I don't give a damn, lady. It was. You probably saw the clip. If not, I recommend you look it up. Minister of Poland saying that he doesn't want any. They took a shitload of asylum seekers from Ukraine, people that were actually being invaded and attacked by Russia. Yeah, so they are generous and kind enough to taking asylum seekers. But these people that are, military age men, that is a different story. So good for Poland. I hope they sort things out soon enough. I hope all other countries in the Western world understand what we've been dealing with for quite some time now and correct. Like when you're in your GPS and you fuck up and you take a wrong turn, well, you redirect back to where you were supposed to go. Okay, I hope there's enough time to do that before we see the consequences, which I think that at this point, in some places, it's kind of a little bit too late. See you in our next video. Take care.